My name is Hundley. I'm an illustrator by trade. I teach in the Department of Communication Arts at VCU, and most of the work that I do is going to be seen in magazines and newspapers, advertising campaigns, books. Pretty much most of the magazines that people are going to pick up, I've probably worked for at some point. I didn't really know what illustration was when I went to school, and my sophomore year I was introduced to illustration for the first time, and it kind of all clicked. It was problem solving, it was drawing and painting. I got to bring all these different interests that I had together. My understanding of what illustration and image making was evolved. From there I started researching illustrators more. I started looking into painters and graphic designers, photographers. My understanding of what art was continued to grow. You know, when you're 16 years old, you think you know everything, and the more I was in school, the more I realized that I knew nothing. And that's really what I think the earmark of a good artist is that you do evolve with the way that you have to reflect the world. You record kind of what's going on around you. The moment that you stop looking around you, you start looking at yourself too much, then your artwork doesn't evolve. So I think all those things are related. I love movies. I watch probably too many of them. I love music. I love photography. I have a real passion for sculpture. I mean, I just love going to the Met and seeing these older sculptures. And one of my biggest artistic influences is Bernini. I've really enjoyed seeing the growth of the school. I mean, over the past 10 years, the school has, grown immensely. I mean, I keep leaving. I've lived in New York. I've come back to Richmond. I lived in Kansas City. I came back to Richmond. I lived in North Carolina. I came back to Richmond. And every time I leave, it's like an old friend, but it keeps having these facelifts and things keep changing. So seeing it actually grow and seeing my alma mater actually becoming something more than it was is pretty inspiring. That said, returning to my department, which at one time was partnered up with kinetic imaging and design and photography, and seeing that it's kind of flourishing on its own right now as the Department of Communication Arts, that's pretty inspiring too. We're getting better faculty in. As a result, we're getting better results from our students. We're getting better students in who are kind of drawn to the instructors. So it's this cycle that's the school's going through and our department's going through, and that's to me that's very inspiring. I'm going out. I'm teaching this program in Florida over the summer, which brings in the best illustrators from all over the country. You know, we have the best instructors from all over the world. As a result, those names kind of bring in the best students from different art schools. I don't see that any students from any other schools have a leg up on VCU students. And considering the cost of what you're paying to go here, I couldn't imagine getting out of school and having that kind of debt when you get out of school. It's just mind-blowing of what people are willing to pay to go to an art school. The economic value of going here, I just can't encourage that enough, especially the people who are in Virginia who get the different rate for being a Virginia resident. VCU has a ton to offer a young artist. And Richmond, in addition, is a really fantastic city for young artists to grow up in. It's 6 hours from New York City, 2 hours from DC, and you get to pay Virginia rates. I mean, you can't beat that.